Nikolai, how are you enjoying this?
Huh? Pardon me?
How are you enjoying this?
Yeah, I'm enjoying this, of course. Yeah, it's unbelievably interesting. Never seen something like that before.
All right, Nikolai, how are you doing?
I'm pretty good, yeah.
Cool. So, how are you liking India?
It's quite interesting. I mean, I got some experience from China, like similar pictures, crowded streets, busy streets. But yeah, especially Mumbai is such a huge town. It's just giving something on top of that.
How was Dolby Ghat for you? The experience of going to Dolby Ghat?
Basically, this is something I've never seen before. I've never seen that many pieces of clothes before, and I didn't even know that something like Dolby Ghat exists.
Tell us about KSE and like what your involvement, the origin of the company. Can you tell us about KSE?
Yeah, I mean, KSE is still a pretty young company. We were founded in 2006 with the background of developing a mining light. Because at that time, the miners underground, they were basically working with a 2.5 kilogram battery on the belt, a wire coming up on the helmet, and a front part on the helmet where the light came out. And that whole system had around 2.5 to 3 kilograms. And that was the time where like the first lithium-ion batteries appeared on the market or were developed, and they were the first LED light sources which made a horrible light but were very, very good in energy consumption. Mm-hmm. So the efficiency was pretty good. So yeah, there was this idea to create a so-called cordless cap lamp which is built in one unit, put it on the helmet, and giving the miner, especially the miner, some advantages in ergonomics and some comfort. Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
And for you, like, obviously, we want to do business. I want to do business with you as well. But I think light is kind of amazing. If we look at the origin of light, what it means emotionally to human beings. I mean, you told me a story about you took a client or someone down in a dark cave or something, you switched off the light. Like, tell me about that,
Yeah. I mean, we're common to light. Yeah, we're waking up in the morning and the sun is shining, you go out, everything is bright. You don't really think about the light. So I think you should imagine the situation where there is no light.
Right.
I mean, I told you about this example, like, I think everybody of us had this situation that you were, doesn't matter if you were a child or an adult, you were sleeping peacefully, you're getting the nightmare, you're getting awake, and what's the first thing you do?
Turn on the light.
Yeah. You turn on the light because you feel safe with the light, right?
Right.
So even it obviously does not make the situation more safely. You have the light, you feel comfortable, you feel safe, yeah?
Right.
So, and the specific situation you just mentioned, we went down in a salt mine, like at around 600 meters depth, which is, when you do it the first time, you're really thinking about that you are 600 meters below the surface. There are many rocks above you. And we're driving with the car to an area which is not illuminated. Turn off the car, went out the car, and just sat down, turning off all the lights. So you have a total silence because there is no noise there. There is no traffic, there are no people. It's just total silence. Right. And no light. It's darkness. I think it's a definition of darkness.
Yes.
And we're not talking and just sitting there trying to enjoy the darkness, but then sooner or later you recognize something is happening in your brain. I mean, you start seeing things in front of your eyes, you're thinking, oh, I heard something. That was the situation where we recognized, okay, it's so important to have a light at this place, because the sun will not rise.
A reliable light.
Yeah, a reliable light.
So was there someone who had to just put a light on? Did they panic and say?
Yeah, there was one guy, I think after 5 minutes, just turned on the emergency light to have something. And then you also recognize even if there's a very low light, if your eyes adapt to the darkness, you just need a very little bit of light to feel safe again. So you don't need that high power light output. You just need a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
We visited the mines yesterday. One of the things that we're trying to do is introduce a better quality light on many levels into the mines. Now, what we witnessed was lower quality lights in these coal mines, and also cable breakage, etc. To me, when I look at that, I mean, that's hazardous. I mean, the human life is not being valued as much as it should. And even in the lights that function, their functioning capacity is like a lot lower than yours. Like I noticed there was this cable that goes from top of the hard hat down into the waist, which is an additional burden, could get in the way, it's an additional weight, etc.
I mean, that's the reason why I came here, to really see what's happening here, to see what kind of technology is used, the advantages and everything. Right now, the lamps actually are manufactured in Germany, but right now we are making plans to manufacture them fully in India, and of course try to match local price levels. Maybe we will be tiny little bit more expensive, but we are supplying the superior product with more benefits, because if you see that at 5 years and you can repair the lights yourself, you don't need a technician, you will have much more benefits, economically benefits. Our main light is calculated for 14 hours. So even if you have the battery reducement after 500 charging cycles, you have 20% less, you still can reach the 10 hours plus. So you won't have the problem that people stay longer in the mine.
What's this light called?
Oh, that's the MC2 series. What we are using a polyamide, like a PA66 with 25% glass fibers, which makes the housing extremely tough, flame radiant, and resistant against any kind of chemicals or greases. Oh, wow. So what is needed?
So against flame too?
Against flame too. Even you should not put this light into a flame because it's an ATEX approved light. In a worst case scenario, this lamp could stand it.
Okay. What about water?
Water, there's no problem with that. We can reach the IP68 standard, which means you can clean that light underwater. You can
so it's totally waterproof.
Exactly, and you can just brush it.
Okay.
What is extremely important, because maintenance on these things are always very, very important. What we always focus on is that, because these mines, they have several hundred of these lights in use, and we know the miner is able to break everything. So we need to, it's very simple. I mean, of course, you try to make a really tough, really robust product, and I'm sure this product lasts longer than the products which are on the market right now. But we have to give the customer the chance to repair it, or at least offer a good product service for this product to repair it. So basically, we have these on-off button which is a movable part. Yes. And we all know movable parts, they will break sooner or later.
Yes.
Yeah. So we have a very special silicone rubber here, which is also flame radiant, which you can press to turn on the light. Mm-hmm. But maybe after 2 or 3 years, this rubber could be damaged. Yeah. So the majority of the lights on the market, you just dispose of them, you just throw them away. With our light, we said, no, we want to have a sustainable solution, because I think sustainability is a pretty big deal.
Yeah, it's important.
It's very, very important. Yeah. You can change that literally in 2 minutes.
Okay, great.
For a little amount of money, so it's pretty cheap.
And what are those modes? There were different, I saw there's different intensities, is that what that is?
Exactly. I mean, basically our lights are based on software, so we are using MCUs, like microcontrollers inside, so that we can change the software pretty easily. Yeah. And with this model, it's just a simple two-stage software with an emergency light of around 30 hours of light. and the work light with around 14 hours of light. Yeah. Well, when it comes to the light, I think that's the most important thing here. We try to use a premium light source. So we say we are producing lights, so we cannot go for any cheap LED on the market or something with a bad wavelength. But we are going to a premium manufacturer we're working with from the USA. It's called KSE. Pretty sure you've heard about it.
Yep.
And even with this manufacturer, we are choosing the higher class LEDs. Like these LEDs are binned, and we are choosing the higher binning to reach a comfortable light for the miner. The same with the radiation. We are using lenses instead of reflectors because the light spread can be made more comfortable to the eye, so the eye does not need to adopt on a very bright spot in the middle and a very dark background, which can stress the eye of the miner. Yeah.
So what I'm hearing here and seeing here is this: it's a comprehensively superior product.
Definitely.
And we're talking about light quality. We're talking about it's lightweight.
Yeah.
The buttons well placed, different modes.
Yeah.
Replaceable, sustainable.
Absolutely.
This product obviously is made in Germany, and the quality is amazing. From what I understand, the price is actually very appropriate and reasonable for the European market. Would you say that's true?
Definitely. I mean, of course, when it comes to any kind of electronic production, there are countries in this world which are leading. So, I mean, the main task for us was we need to make it affordable when it's made in Germany, because it's literally 100% made in Germany. We're doing the housing in Germany. With this lamp, we're doing the PCB in Germany. And the complete assembling, of course. Mm-hmm. So when we develop lamps, when we do the construction of the lamps, we keep our focus on the assembly to make it as easy as possible, to reduce the production costs, and to be able to offer an affordable price to the customer, of course. Yeah?
Right.
With a superior quality.
Yes. No, it's just, the quality it's obviously superior. So the question is, how do we get this, for the Indian market? Because a reasonable European price is not going to be reasonable over here. Would you be open to, for example, made in India for a product like this? And do you see that as a viable solution for you?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we have to see it from two perspectives. On the one thing is that India is pretty far away from Germany. Yes. And that the shipping from products, not only the lamps, even the chargers, it's a long distance shipping, and which is of course pretty high in costs, but also if you take a look to the CO2 stamp of these products, it's getting worse. So I think.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, if we want to sell these products in India for India, why not producing them in India for India?
So, we're at the JLC mass factory, and I think you've taken a look around, and you're pretty impressed.
Yeah, definitely.
So, our company would definitely be interested in doing something with you at Made in India to your standards, So I think the vision here is that we'll get the price right, but the goal here is to introduce a higher quality working product, inside these mines, so their work experience is better. They have better protection for their lives. They're more. I think also what I'm seeing, if you agree, is productivity. You can be more productive with a better quality light, with a lighter light, without a big cable around you. So that to me is the vision, and to me, like, that's the driving force for Made in India.
Yeah.
What about charging? What would you say? Do you have charging solutions? Because I saw these older chargers taking a lot of space and cables and all this stuff. Like, what charges this thing?
Yeah, I mean, mainly when it comes to the mines have several hundreds of lamps in use. So you need a smart charging systems. You cannot have like 700-800 single sockets with single chargers laying around somewhere, so you need
That's what I saw.
Something
I did not see a smart charging solution.
Yeah, so we are quite different. Of course, we have a space benefit because we don't have an external battery, so we in general need less space for the charging. Right. And for that, we created like multiple charging systems in different sizes. So yeah, generally, of course, super robust. It's a high standard metal with a really thick painting on it, so that we avoid any kind of corrosion, even if these charging racks are used for a long time, because normally they change their charging racks once in 20 years.
How does this go in? Can I just pull it out?
Right now it's the M charging system here. Okay. You see, you just put the lamp on the charger and plug it in. You cannot break it. It's really easy to handle. Every miner can handle it, and as soon as it's plugged in, it will start recharging. Okay. There is an option, because we have several hundreds of these. Of course, these ones are available in different sizes, so that's the small.
So I can scale up my racks.
Scale up,
or scale down as well. And can I wall mount this?
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, you can wall mount these, and our basic chargers go up to 54 pieces, so 54 lamps in one charging device. But of course, if the customers, if they have special requirements like 100, 120, we have like a plug and play system which we can use, and then we can create these charging racks for the customers. Okay. Yeah. So in addition, with these racks, we created the option to lock the lamps. Okay. So it's an optional feature. Which is not included in this sample right now.
Why do you lock it? To mitigate theft or control, or yeah?
It's let's say it's both. Yeah, I mean, we have small lamps. Yep. Small lamps could be hidden very good in the pocket. Yeah. You have to take this under consideration.
I want to steal one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What about charge time? How long does it take to charge?
Yeah. Also, hardly depending on the model, but with the model we would like to introduce to India, we will be below 9 hours. I mean, generally, these lamps are not used twice a day, so we got the time to charge them, yeah? And it's always good to charge them slow, because we have to keep the battery cell healthy.
Okay, I don't. What does that mean?
That means that the stress of the battery, stress means like charging and discharging, will affect the lifetime of the battery.
Okay.
So if you compare different lights to each other, you cannot only compare like the light or the material is used. You also have to compare the electronical part, like how is the charging done, how carefully is the charging, and how long is the lifetime of the cell. Yeah, I mean, this is the key, because if the customer needs to replace a basic lamp after a year or 18 months, we've heard that number here, then they need to purchase new lamps all 18 months. So it's going to be expensive. Right. With our light, I mean, basically you have a average usage time of 5 years.
Also, I noticed this. Is this like somewhat stain-proof? This material over here?
Yeah. I mean, we are using for the, let's say, for the front housing, we are not using like a regular polycarbonate or something, which is a cheap, transparent material, but very bad in combination with oil and grease. We are using a very high quality PA6, a transparent one, which is also temperature resistant and resistant to many kind of chemicals, which is also important because I've heard that you have a lot of chemical industry here.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
So what about this yellow product here? What's this?
Yeah, I mean, this is...
By the way, I just like holding this.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why, I mean, I know it's more than that, but just holding it, I can tell the build quality. It's something I want to hold in my hand, which I think is a good start.
Yeah.
So I might even use it if it doesn't work, you know? So tell me about this light.
Yeah, I mean, look and feel is pretty important, yeah? Especially today when we talk about product design and appearance, and also like the haptic. Like you're holding it and it feels good while holding, and you're feeling the quality of the product. Basically, this is our superhero. So hero was not enough. It's a superhero.
Oh, it's a superhero.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
Where would I use this product?
Look and feel is I mean, basically, we developed this product to be used in firefighting departments and rescue departments. because we have seen in Germany they are using very heavy products, and it's like you can compare it a little bit to the cap lamps. We tried to make the wearing ergonomic of the lights better. We would support the firefighter in saving some weight, being more like agile, and that was the main target. So we came up with this development. I mean, you hold it in your hands and you see it feels pretty good. We have several options to attach it to the firefighter, or it's not only used for firefighting. Due to its high certification, it can be used in almost every hazardous area. So lots of like chemical industry, petrol industry is using this product. Also pharmaceutical industry can use this product. So it can be used widely, even it was developed for the firefighting.
So what are the certifications? You were mentioning certifications.
So well, when I talk about certification, I basically talk about ATEX and IECX. So the certification that makes that product suitable in potential explosive atmospheres.
Yes.
Like you have gases around, dust around.
Right. So this is ATEX.
This is ATEX and IECX. And with this product, we cover the zone 0. Zone 0 means we have a permanent hazardous area.
Okay.
There are different zones.
Okay.
Zone 0 means permanent. That's the highest level which we can reach.
So this is zone 0.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Then we cover the zone 21. This is for dusts.
Okay.
Like you have pretty often hazardous areas in a dust zone, like dust which is in the air. And then in addition, what almost no competitor is doing, we're doing the M1 certification, including the H2 certification. That means you also could use this product underground in a coal mine.
Oh.
Which is always a special certification with some additional tests,
right.
Because mining is that tough and rough industry, which shows that we are not afraid to cover everything with the products.
Yeah.
We are the only manufacturer in the world using a wireless charging, like your smartphone does, like the QI charging.
Do you have a charger around here?
Yeah.
This is the charger.
I have a charger around here.
Okay.
So.
Okay, there we go. Yeah.
So
that's wireless charging.
That's wireless charging. We have the primary coil in here. We have the secondary coil in here. You insert it. It's
wow.
It's pretty tough inserted here. So no chance that will fall out. You can mount it in cars. You can mount it on the wall, or just in your technical room, whatever it's needed. So. We have the wireless charging included. We have a really big attachment here, which goes in the housing and makes it still ergonomic when you wear it in your hands, because you see a lot of products out there with a metal part, which cannot really be carried in a good way. And we bring this light with three lighting options.
Okay.
So because we have faced that light is pretty individual. So many rescue forces or industries have special requirements when it comes to the light. So we have basically three options. We have the regular power light. That means we have a focused and an area lens on the light. We have a so-called dual spot version, which has two focused lenses on the light. If you want to reach long distances.
So that one's for longer distances?
That's for longer distances, exactly.
Okay. And what kind of distance are you talking about?
We are talking about 200 to 300 meters, depending.
Wow, 300 meters,
yeah,
that's amazing.
Of course, always depending on the situation, if it's foggy or if it's clear.
So tell us, so you have an O-site version.
Exactly.
What does O-site mean and what's the application?
So O-site basically means that the firefighters, they have to go in houses when they are full of smoke.
Right.
So basically you can't see anything inside. And I think
so it's zero sight.
Zero sight, yeah,
okay,
exactly.
So you're gonna give them sight in zero sight environments.
That's
so do you cut smoke with this light?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, it's basically everybody of us knows the situation. You're driving in your car, you have a foggy day in the evening, you turn on your high beam light in the car and suddenly you can't see anything.
Right.
And the question is, why does it happen? Because you have in the smoke or in the foggy environment, you have like particles in the air which are reflecting the light.
Right.
Reflecting the light back to our eyes.
Right.
So if the light color is too blue or too white, our eyes will be stressed by this reflection, and that will cause glare.
Yes.
So what we have done is we have done many tests with local firefighting departments in Germany, and let them go into these foggy areas or smoke areas, and we tried different wavelengths of lights, which decrease like the psychological glare in that atmosphere.
Yeah. What do you mean psychological glare? But it's in their retina, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
so it's really decreasing it.
Yeah, it's really decreasing.
But you're saying the perception.
Yeah, because with the blue light, the eye is more stressed with let's say a light with a higher red part in it.
Yeah.
So we found out that the eye is less stressed. What means the firefighter has the feeling he can watch.
Oh, yes. So you give the firefighter the confidence.
Exactly, and he has the feeling he can look deeper into the smoke because the eyes are not glared, and so he's more comfortable in this stressful situation because it is already a stressful situation. So why stress him with a high light? And so this was developed especially for this task. Yeah.
Okay. And I remember you telling me about in your headquarters, there was some light that was charging underwater in a fish tank or something?
Yeah.
Is that this one?
Yeah, that's this one.
That's this one. So this one is in a fish tank underwater.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's amazing. So it proves it's definitely waterproof.
Exactly. So of course we are reaching the IP68.
Yes.
But to show the advantages of wireless charging, we simply put that completely underwater and put the primary coil below the vessel. Put it on the coil, and then you can see underwater. It's charging. Okay,
so let's talk about color temperature because this is something I'm just personally interested in. For me personally, I'm just tired of these like really bright blue lights, and I know you obviously have applications where this is important to some people.
Yeah,
I'm into the warmer lights. Like I have an old Saab. It has the old what I call the tungsten light. Closer to 3,200 Kelvin.
Yeah.
But obviously I understand for applications there's different color temperatures needed. But if we look at the spectrum, from what I understand, it's 5,600 Kelvin's daylight, right?
Around, yeah.
And then below that we get warmer and warmer. And then,
It generally starts with around 1,000 Kelvin, goes up to 6,000-7,000 Kelvin.
Right.
As higher it gets, as higher the blue part in the light is there.
The bluish quality.
If we go down, we have more red light in the white light. So and then generally, what happens in our body is that as warmer that light gets, like as more red we have in the light, as more calm we get because our body is producing a hormone like the sleeping hormone. And
melatonin?
Melatonin, exactly. And the opposite happens when the blue light's rising. Our body is producing the stress hormone.
Cortisol.
Exactly.
Right.
So, and that's the reason. I mean, if you use like a daylight white, you are somewhere in between. Sleeping and stressful, so you are focused and you are able to work.
Yes.
So this light is good for working.
Yes.
And if you take, for example, you're at home in the evening, chilling on your couch, pretty relaxed. You prefer the warm light because you just basically relaxed, calm, ready to go to sleep. We are using a high quality chip, and this chip is available in different light colors, and we can just have an open ear, listen to the demands and the needs of the market, and adjust our products just according to that to match the individual needs.
Yeah, and I think that's amazing. What about warranty on a product like
Yeah.
this? I mean, what
Yeah.
is the warranty?
Yeah, so basically, depending on where the company is from, you have a lot of products with 1 year warranty or 15-month warranty. We are selling superior quality products, so we're giving a superior warranty.
Okay.
We have a full warranty of 3 years of this product,
Oh, nice.
which covers everything.
So, we were talking earlier about the meaning of light,
Yeah.
like just what does it mean to a human being? And light is like, to me, just, an energy, but it's also an emotion,
Right.
It's a sense of safety.
Yeah.
And when we get more nuanced about it, I think there's quality of light and the quality of safety, et cetera. But, when we go back to human evolution, I mean, this was a big jump to be able to start a fire,
Definitely, yeah,
and be able to go
absolutely.
into your cave and see what was there. I mean, can you imagine before? I mean, I can't even imagine not knowing how to illuminate yourself. Like at night, you're basically at risk the whole time,
Exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
that time it was new exploration to create the fire, and now we want to prevent it, right?
Yes. Well, there were fires then too that just burned everything.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I think it's really important for us to consider this, as something just like that it's essential,
Yeah,
for modern man. And I think, trying to get it right is adding a level of sophistication on top of that.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's truly, in my mind, like how we see the world, how we see things, and I think it supports a lot of other progress. Having the right quality of light, the right intensity, the right temperature, the ability to hold it, the tactile,
Yeah.
all this kind of stuff, I
Yeah.
think is going to facilitate other industries, whether it's research in an area completely different from lights,
Definitely, yeah.
So I think what you're doing is important, the way you're doing it in a sustainable way is important.
Yeah, thank you.
I'd love to add to that sustainability by making it made in India.
Yes, yes.
And introduce high quality lighting products to the Indian people, because the Indian workers deserve this. And by doing it over here, I think we can get at a price point, that's correct for this nation. Any final thoughts on India? Do you like it here? Do you not like it? Like, what's your feelings? Your first time in India. I mean, you haven't done the full tourism thing. I mean, I made you go to Dhobi Ghat.
Yeah, exactly.
But what's the feeling with the people, with meeting my staff, and?
I mean, it was an awesome experience to be here. So thank you for everything. It was awesome to meet you, to meet your staff. Unbelievable, friendly and respectful company. So I'm so happy to be here and to work on this kind of professional level with you here in India. To see the customer, to meet the customer in such a small time is so valuable for me or for the whole KSE company. So I'm really looking into a literally bright future for us.
Nice.
To introduce the products into India together and to create this so-called win-win-win situation, right?
Great. Yeah. So we'll have to check in with you on the next interview next year.
Okay, perfect, yeah.
All right, well, thank you for your time. Appreciate it. Look forward to this collaboration.
All right, thank you, Warren.
Okay.